On second down, Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 86.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shane Ray with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start with a give to counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jack 16.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Let's go. Jack 16. Set. 180. Snickers, you got to spin. One day.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding room inside the 40. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go. And got his man. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Murray, left side here, caught by Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he finds his man. That's Butler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 13 yards that time at a 1st.
Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Murray. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. So left side, it's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone! Over!
To throw again, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Anthony Walker in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chandler Jones. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Murray now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. as we get set for the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, Murray escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Detroit!
From the gun, Murray. The quick slant caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jack 16. Snickers, now spin.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run with Connor, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll get it up the middle, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run it. This is counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Now it's counted. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all